Thanks. I do have a question for you. I state reps and the senator, we're sitting around local guys and state leaders to try to make it work. And statewide issues we may not always agree on, but local issues I think they affect all of us here. And I'm concerned about what's happening in New Bedford, and we can implement it. We start. We said that in a couple of areas. Even with the precious metals, we started here in our association. It's passed in New Bedford. New Bedford has the toughest laws, and in some cases it's being used as an example. I'm concerned about some of the issues that you're concerned about, and I'm trying to move them through the city council, and they can't have an impact. If we can start here, we set an example that hopefully moves on to the state. Family building registration is important because it affects all of us and has a direct impact on the value of the property throughout the city. The trash issue, I've heard both sides of it. People get opposed to get a $50 ticket and they garbage out barrels. It's intended to raise the property values in the city better. It's really tough to sell property on non-fundamental registry. Not because the property is not worth the money, it's just that people try to find an aesthetically, it doesn't look at this track all over the place. The law is not new. People complain about the city council's passed this law to raise money. The law's been on the books since before Representative Grater was on the council. He was there years ago, much older than I am. About 3 years before you. No, it's been on the books for 50 or 60 years. It actually goes back to the old ash barrel, and we used to put it out. What we're trying to do is ensure that people put it in barrels so that we can maintain value. So that it's not left on the street, the dogs get into it, seagulls get into it, kids take it down the street, now you end up with litter all the way down the street and no one picks up. And that's not fair. There are neighborhoods where people do sweep, they do clean, and then they get offended because 2 days later it's all down the street. You know, I'm looking at a couple things that I can use your assistance with. I recently passed for consideration in New Bedford, similar to what Boston did, and it has to do with direct feeding dishes. How many times have we gone to show a house that has 14 dishes on it? I mean, the only thing I regret is they don't make those babies out of copper. They wouldn't save it. They wouldn't save it. So what happens is that people go out, they buy direct 3 or 4 months, and they don't pay the bill, they get canceled. So what the hell is it? I'll go to Dish. And they get Dish, and they have it for 3 or 4 months, and it gets canceled. Then they go to cable. Well, what happens is that no one takes the dishes down. And every time you buy a new service, the rest of you doesn't use it. A dish. They have to have their own. And these guys get paid by the installation. They don't necessarily work for the company, so they're independent contracts. Get paid by the installation. Their job is to get it up, get out. So they put them all over the place. And we've got them all along the front. So what I'm looking to do is similar to Boston's legislation, in fact, that was a good idea. If you want to put direction to a big dish, put it on the side or the back of the house so you don't drive down the street and it looks like something out of a space movie with all these things sticking out of front of houses. If you cancel the service, you're responsible for taking it out. And the other thing is that landlords go crazy. I don't know if you get it. But they come in and they put wires, they put holes everywhere. And they don't ask the landlord. I have a couple of landlords that I work with, property owners, that actually have filed with both dish, direct, and cable changes. Because I'll tell you where you can put it where you can't put it. A couple of them require they put it on a pole so you don't put it on the house. And if you really don't want direct feeding in dish, then the requirement you make is that they fish wire through the wall. They don't just run it through the wall, they run it in the wall. Now that takes too much time, costs too much money, so that's not going to happen. So those are some of the things that I'm looking for. You have an advocate in local government. I've been on the council for a couple of years now, about 20. And I've been a realtor for longer than that, so that I'm sensitive to both sides. I think about it, but in reality, and heard from everyone who spoke, I need your help. You know, laws, God doesn't tap us on the head and make us any smarter and we get elected, although some of my colleagues believe they do. and a couple of them have been tapped on the head too many times. And it's nothing I haven't said to say. I'm not judging. But all joking aside, some of the best ideas come from the constituents out in the community, come from the people in organizations like this. If you have an idea, if you see that it works in Springfield, or it might work in Boston, or it might work next time you're visiting your relatives in Florida, please don't hesitate. We can start some things here. Legislation starts in New Bedford. We've set a good example for other communities in the Commonwealth. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the group I work with. This council and this mayor, I think, have a real good team. We saw some of that in Florida. We're trying to get the school and the education level up, and we're putting aside some extra money. We're trying to maintain public services so that your people feel comfortable coming into that. When you sell a house, you can also sell quality of life. I'm really comfortable as a city councilor and as a realtor when I talk about quality of life. We're one of the few communities that have beaches. They can't say that in Lowell, or they can't say that in Springfield. We've got a regional airport that allows for people to come in and out. We've got a highway access. You know, rich people that have their homes in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and want to get to their house in Falmouth, Port Hyannis, they got to drive through New Bedford down 195 to get there. We offer so much, the largest fishing port, another one fishing port in the country. If you want to find comes out of the ocean, you can find it in New Bedford. We've got parks in one of the best regional small zoos in the country. It's classified. You've got so much you can sell. My job, like yours, is to enhance it, to express it, to get people to recognize it, and to make it better. With your help, I will be willing, like Bob and Nancy or Justice said, we're willing to move the effort forward. Tell us what you need, tell us what you want, and whether it's at the local level or the state level. I think we've got some real good advocates here to help you sell, not just your property, but help sell in Bedford. I can't talk about fishing. I'm sure it's okay. Thank you.